Hey everybody, it's Chris from Shugghead Gaming, and welcome to the giveaway for the winners of the 3rd annual Shuggmas. I was originally going to just do a post, but I figured, you know what, I can do better than that even if I don't have time to do a fully produced video. But what I did have time to do is my review for Wanderer, so if you haven't checked that out, it's out now for the PSVR and also for PC VR. And guys, it's a winner. I definitely suggest you check out my review and consider picking that up. It's some premium VR, I'll tell you that. Okay, so before we get into this video, I just want to, set out a little bit of the details here, a little bit of housekeeping. If you win, you're going to need to email me at chris@shuggheadgaming.com. I'll leave that in the notes below. Actually, it's always in the notes below. And so yeah, email me there. Let me know your YouTube name and what you won, and yeah, we'll get that off to you. Just keep in mind, it might take me a few days to get these codes out to everybody, as I need to make sure that I weed out any scammers that are trying to email me. So keep that in mind, that you may not get an immediate response if your email kind of doesn't scream that that is actually you. So yeah, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Awesome for the channel, and I'm sure you're subscribed because this is for subscribers, so thanks again for that very much. And yeah, one more thing, guys, if you want to support the channel further, I do have a Patreon. It's just one tier, $2 a month. I've got a couple of Patreons there, and I would love to have your support. It helps everything on the channel. It helps me do giveaways like this, and it also helps me convince my wife why I spend so much time down editing in the basement. So again, if you want to support the channel further, that would be great. If you can't, I totally understand, and just watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and sharing, all those things greatly help the channel. Without further delay, let's get into it. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay. So this is going to be in not really any specific order, because it's kind of just in the order that my spreadsheet is. I will try not to talk too fast, which I know I have a habit of doing, so that you guys can, yeah, know if you won. Now, I'm going to butcher some names. So just bear with me. All right, so let's start off with Sniper Elite VR. I kind of got this broken up a little bit on my spreadsheet here, so bear with me. First off is a quest key, and that is going to be going to John Reno. Like I said, Sniper Elite was broken up here a little bit. Okay, I have 2 Steam codes to give away for Steam VR. First up is Person, and the second winner is going to be Danny Jones. All right, next up is a Township Tale, and these are going to be 3 quest codes. First one is going to Joker 0005. Next up is Green Capped, and the third and final winner of Township Tale is Cal Rogers. Congratulations, guys. Again, thanks for participating. Let's jump into Population 1. That is going to be for the Quest, although it's also for Oculus. It's crossplay, so if you've got access to a PC, you can play it on either one. Okay, so yeah, boy, you won. Jack Greaves, Chris Wilkinson, and KCJ. Alrighty. Next up is Blade and Sorcery Nomad. I had 1 code for that for the Quest. This is not cross-buy. I'm pretty sure this is just a Quest only. And that would be Ruben. So congratulations to you. Alright, let's jump into some Winlands here, as I've got a bunch of Winlands stuff. Let's start with the PSVR. I've got 4 NA codes for the PSVR. That's going to go to Justin Time, Mr. AJ Kipper, Retired and VR happy, very happy. Yeah, that would be awesome. Chris Iyer, and yeah, that's the NA codes. Let's move on to the Winlands 2 EU codes, and that would be PSVR Enthusiast and Stimpson J. Cat. Oh, and also Joseph Capella. That's it for the PSVR 2. PSVR 2, I wish. Winlands 2 PSVR codes. I've got 1 code for Winlands 1, and that's on the Quest, and that's going to Fred F. And then finally, to finish off Windlands 2, I've got 2 Steam codes, and they're going to go to Rudy Ska VR and DTH. Thanks again to all of you guys for participating. I really appreciate that. Moving on, let's go to VR cover. We've got some merch to give away, I guess, if you want to refer to it as that. Again, guys, if you haven't tried out VR cover, I don't have my headset near me, but it's all I use. I change out all my interfaces. The Quest one I found was comfortable at first, but that got very old very quickly. If you're going to be playing it for any length of time, it's just ugh, and it just sucks up sweat, so it's fucking nasty. So VR cover, each order comes with 2 of them. They're kind of like a leather pleather type thing, and you can tear them off and put a new one on, and they're really poofy, and they also gave me a little bit of space for my glasses. So they are the definitive interface, I think, in the VR world there. I don't think they do PSVR, guys, but you're not really dealing with the same problems because you don't have the pressure on the face there. Hopefully PSVR 2 follows suit with that. Okay. With that out of the way, VR cover is going to Donald King Cave. Like I said, guys, these are $30 gift receipts. So, receipts, gift cards. Email me, and I'll get those fired off to you. Next up is Hack the Game Cat. And third and finally is ETP. Next up, we are going to do Zero Caliber Reloaded. These are all Quest codes. Yeah, and Zero Caliber Reloaded is a Quest-only game. On the PC, it's just Zero Caliber, and it's behind for updates, so they are separate games. The winners of those codes is Paul M, Bradley Aliker, and I lost my space, and Ob6. Okay. Next up is Quest. This is Quest. Next up is Swarm. It's a Quest-only game, and that's going to Virtual Waypoint, Dark Angel. Hey, I know you. Sergio Armendariz. Okay. Jacqueline Aguilar, Stonks Clan, and that's the end of Swarm. Next up, kind of something special that I put together here for in conjunction with Smash Drums and also Oculus. It's a Smash Drums little package. I've got a special hoodie, Smash Drums hoodie, and that's also going to go with a $30 Oculus gift card. And that'll be, I guess it's a meta card now, and that's going to be going to Stealthy Living. So congratulations, Stealthy. Email me, and that'll be sent out to you. Next up, Kiwi Design, another awesome maker of peripherals for the Quest. I love my Quest 2, but unfortunately the Quest 2 is the only headset I've ever owned where there's a massive market for third-party peripherals because the thing just isn't very comfortable out of the get-go. And Kiwi Design has been constantly putting out good stuff, not just interfaces. They do grips, and they do my cable management system. I have a facial interface to give away. That's going to David. Just David. The knuckle grips are going to Chappy Man 81, and the Elite Strap is going to Arc Trooper 5s. I have no idea how the Elite Strap is actually from Kiwi Design, so Arc Trooper, when you get that, let me know how that is for you. Next up is Larcenauts, and for you Overwatch fans, this is a game you definitely want to check out. It's pretty cool. It's from the guys who made Farpoint. I have 3, 4, 5 codes to give away, and that'll be going to Barton Whittle, Sith Lord Dad. Let me just highlight these so that... Durban Brown, The Rhode Island Hiker, and Mind Jive. Next up, this little game you've never probably heard of. It's Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. And so I've got a couple of different platforms to be given away for this. I've got, let's see, 2 for the Quest first. And you know what? No one claimed those. I had no one ask for those. So if you're interested in one, email me. First come, first serve. And okay, so let's just move on from that. Steam, I've got Arcane Warrior 13. And then I've got another Steam code, unclaimed. First come, first serve. Email me, guys. But I do have 2 PSVR codes to give away. I believe these are both NA, but I can't be sure. So if they don't work, guys, if you're one of these winners, we'll figure that out for you. First winner is Amber Barto. Next is Lou the Game Cat. Next up is Demio, and I've got 2 copies to give away going to SD and Hip Hop Dan. Next up is Blaston. Only 1 code was claimed for this. I only had 1 person that I saw that was asking for the Oculus version, and that'll be for Quest as well. And that is going to Tony DP2128. Next up, Akron, Attack of the Squirrels. I have a Steam code to give away. That's going to Pritchett Fratame. Next one is going to Oculus, and that is Joker005. Next out is, I've got 2 codes for Cookout a Sandwich Tale, both Steam codes. That's going to Delirium Drew. Drew, welcome, I know you. And Miranda Cunningham. Next up is Contractors. I got a whack of codes to give away. Also one of my favorite multiplayer games on PC and Quest. These are going to Johnny Rypop, the Stray Cat. You game cats have got the longest ass names. Kylar Stern, Andreas Lagberg, Malax Zed, Aaron Val, Collardist1, the Dreamcat Weaver Game Cat. 300 Enigma, Dean Harrison, T-Dub, and finally, Vesohag. All right, moving on. We are on to Crashland. I have 3 quest codes for that, and I believe that is, I think that's crossplay. Ben F, Kim Sim, CIM, and finally, Josh Olson. Next up is Yuki. And that's going to be for any platform, guys. And the winners of those are Chris Price and DuranFan VR. Another name I recognize from repeat Shuggmases. So actually quite a few of you. It's really nice to see, guys. Next up, Arashi Castles of Sin. Another game that made my top 10 PSVR games of 2021. First up, I got 2 NA codes, and that's going to K27. Another name I definitely recognize. Arzib. Those are the 2 NA codes. And then I've got 4 EU codes, and that's going to go to Luke Das. That Game Cat in the chat. Neil Mack. Neil. And Movemaster Mick, the shape-throwing Game Cat. And another long-ass name. Cosmo Dread is up next. I have 1 quest, and that's going to Hids Ooh. And the next one is a Steam code, and that's going to Hardstyle Raver. Yeah, Cosmo Dread, loved it. Next up is Fract. I've got 2 NA codes for Fract. First one's going to Leon Kennedy and then Ryan Farrell. The EU codes I have 2 for, and that's going to go to Prank War Champion and Apex Brethren. Next up is Carve. I've got 3 codes for the Quest. It was only a Quest game, not even on PC. And that's going to be going to Ito Snake, Johnny Hams, and Maceface. Guys, Carve, if you haven't checked out my review, is made by some of the guys who did the original 1080 game on the N64, and it definitely feels like 1080 in VR. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in and you haven't tried it, definitely look into that. Next up, a company that I'm a really big fan of. They supported the Shuggmas giveaway last year, and they're back again this year. That is VR Wave. Obviously, I wear glasses, and I basically don't want to even play headsets now with glasses on, and VR Wave has prescription lenses. They've been awesome. Great quality. And also, if you don't need glasses, you can also just get just clear ones, and they will help stop from any scratches of friends and family putting on your headset if they do have glasses. So keep that in mind as well. I got 2 $50 giveaways, so that'll get you a pair, and that is going to Juan Lulu 12 and James T. Next up, Stones of Harlath. I've got 4 codes from them, and I should say thank you so much to all the developers and that's the word I'm looking for, peripheral makers, and anyone who supported this with codes. I couldn't do this obviously without you guys. It's a lot of work to reach out and grab these guys, and when they get back and they're generous, it makes it all the worthwhile. So thanks a lot, guys. Stones of Harlath. I have 5 codes for Stones of Harlath. Stones of Harlath. Okay. Nikki Plunkett. Next up is Jordan Poncelius. Yeah, let's go with that. You know what it's up. Gary Maskell, you're up next. And Google Glass. And, oh, another name that I definitely recognize, a longtime follower of the channel, Hand of Vecna. Thanks for joining, all of you guys, and participating. Next up, Synth Riders, another top 10 game on my PSVR list. These are NA or EU, so you guys let me know in email what you need. Bane is first up. Then Bob Zerkoff, the Underground Game Cat. Robert McAllister, and finally Blake Johnson. Thanks again, guys, for participating. Next up, Medal of Honor. These are the Quest versions. I actually don't know if they are crossplay on the Oculus Store. I think they are. They're definitely cross-platform for the multiplayer part. So I'm gonna guess yes. I can't believe this game even works on the Quest 2. But just guys, keep in mind. I think I said it in my giveaway. This is a 64 gig game. So if you've only got the 64 gig headset, you are gonna have to wipe it totally clean. I've even heard rumors of people having to do a complete reset. I actually was out of town, so I didn't review this game. I can't really speak to that. But it is supposedly very awesome on the Quest, and it's just like the PC version, which I did enjoy. So that's going to go to George Freeland Haynes, Lady Carey, and Mitch Poulin. Alrighty. Next up, we've got a whack of Oculus credits to give away. Let me see here. First up, Chris Bayer. These are at $30 credits, US. I did run into a problem with these before. If you are in Canada or another currency, the US one is probably going to come up as US, so you might have to just email Oculus and have them switch that over for you. So you'll just go to the support line and send that off. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Chris Bayer, you're first up. Next up is Asher A. Third is Jack 064123. Next up is SS. Then Justin Time BS, not to be confused with up in the top there, Just in Time. And next up will be NJF Midman, followed by Drippy123. And then the next one that'll be going to the Smash Drums pack winner, so that's yours. Livinator, another guy that I know quite well. Congratulations to you. And Mitchamator, you're going to be the last person given that giveaway. Next up, if I can speak English, Resident Evil 4, my #1 game. Spoiler alert for 2021 on the Quest 2. A classic game that I absolutely just loved. In VR. I thought, it wasn't perfect, but they did an amazing job of porting that game, and I played it twice back to back. That's how much I enjoyed it. There's just something about the pacing and absolutely love it. So if you're winning this and you haven't played it, you are a lucky person because it's deadly. First up is Dad and Lads Gaming, another name I recognize. Thanks again for supporting the channel. David V. And finally, another name I recognize from previous Shuggmases, Black Market Honey. So again, thanks a lot, guys. I love seeing the same names kicking around. You greedy bastards. Okay, next up, Song in the Smoke. I had one for Steam, one for Quest, one for PSVR NA. The Steam version is going to highlight Notes. The Quest version, which is also Oculus cross-buy, I mean. That's going to Tommy Liminius. And the PSVR NA version is going to Anthony Aziz. Next up is Alvo, another great multiplayer game that was a PSVR exclusive for now. Keep an eye on it. That is going to other platforms, guys. And it's getting a huge update if it hasn't already, with like missile launchers, and that's looking pretty cool. Of course, I'm talking about Alvo, and if you got a name control and you don't have Alvo, and you want to shoot people, check out Alvo. The winners for those are Frederick Spigolone, sure, and Mark Daoust. All right, next up, In Death Unchained, one of my favorite games. Kind of cheating, didn't really come out in 2021, but it had lots of updates, so I don't care. I wanted to give it away anyway. And you two lucky winners are Richard Berry and Kisauner, K-I-S-A-U-N-E-R, Kisauner. Guys, email me, and thanks again for supporting the channel. Next up, After the Fall, another top 10 on the PSVR, even if it was a bit of a jank fest. It was fun as hell. And the winners for that is JDR Smith, Benji_Sniper, Keaty, and Little Man Me. VR Trend. I've got one-year subscription to VR Trend. Man, I patron these guys. I just absolutely love the fact that they are doing a physical magazine, and a lot of this content is provided by the community. Ryan from the VR Grid, you might know him. He's also contributed reviews. He's my boy. And guys, if you haven't watched it yet, Ryan and I have a VR podcast called The Virtual Boys. You can listen to it on all the major podcast providers, or you can watch it on the Virtual Boys podcast YouTube channel. We post there every Sunday usually. And guys, I think it's a good time. And we just talk all the topics of VR that we don't necessarily think get talked enough. It's definitely an adult show, but if you haven't checked it out, I think you might enjoy it. So please check us out, guys. He's in VR Trend. That's where I was going with that. The winner of that is QED, another name that I recognize. Thank you so much, man, for continuing to support the channel. And as we're starting to wrap things up onto the bigger things, is VRS, Virtual Rifle Systems. I did a review on that. If you're looking for a gun stock, I think it's like the gun stock. Obviously, you've got ProTube. They're the big boy out there as well. But I really like VRS. Little bit pricier, but man, I'm looking at it right now. It's so sick. It looks and feels like a real gun. And the big thing is that they got rid of the magnetic clip on the non-dominant hand, which is such a pain in the ass. Now they've actually made it so you can just grip it with your Oculus controller, and it just presses the grip down, so you can actually let go of the gun like you normally would without all that bullshit. It is pristine stuff, and they've actually got haptic feedback coming in conjunction with ProTube, so there's just no reason to buy a ProTube. Anyways, guys, VRS was lucky enough to give me $175 US. That's a voucher to the online store there, and that is going to Corey Johnson. Corey, you are one lucky man. I love mine. So definitely have fun with that voucher. Go to the website and actually, you know what? I lied. Email me and we'll set you up. And then finally, the reason that a lot of you are probably even tuning in, you're probably like, oh my God, would he shut up? I will shut up. Eventually. Quest 2, guys. Thank very much to everyone who supported the channel that made this absolutely possible for me to do this. Again, Patreon if you want to support the channel, because that's where this money is going. Quest 2, I am giving away to Kenny Gurpreet. Kenny, you are a lucky man if you haven't been able to experience VR yet. I am so happy that I can share that with you. And to all of you, thanks again for supporting the channel and me. Yeah, I love doing these giveaways because it's my one chance, at least once a year, to be able to just say thank you. Really, I love making these videos and I love playing VR. But the fact that you guys actually give a crap and watch these, absolutely awesome. So please continue to support the channel. Be very grateful for that. Sharing, commenting, yeah. Check out the Virtual Boys podcast as well, guys. My name is Chris from Shughead Gaming, and again, email chris@shugheadgaming.com if you won something and you want it. Email me. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'll catch you on my next video.